Hi, this is Miss Darty, and I want to show you some methods you can use to organize your note cards. When you're getting ready to write and you have a considerable number of note cards, you probably want to stop and organize them. You can, of course, organize them as you go along, but a lot of times you'll get along taking notes and then you'll find it's time to stop and start to write. So I'm going to show you two main methods you can use. One is to tag them and another is to pile them. So the most logical thing to do is to organize them by controlling idea. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You can tag them and pile them in other ways, but we'll just do this as a simple demo. So first of all, over here I have pasted my thesis statement just so I can look at it while I work. I'm going to show you how to do the outline in a different video, but you could paste a thesis statement right over here to help you. So I have assault weapons should be banned because they're unnecessary for civilians, they're used for mass shootings, and bans work. So I'm going to start by looking for they're unnecessary for civilians. So this one, America has enough public protection, that has to do with that topic. I would say I might be able to put this one there. I'm just going to show you basically quickly how to do it. So I have two here that could fit under that topic of unnecessary civilians. I can tag it by color. I can use different cues. That's more if you know you need to follow up with something on a note. And then you can create tags within your note cards, and that is something that we haven't gone into, but if you go right into your note card at the bottom, you'll see a tag place for tags where you can actually make your own tags if you want to do that. But I'm just going to show you the color. So I'll make these red. And then if I wanted to say they're used for mass shootings, here's an example of a shooting. Here's another one. And again, you can select as many as you want and then tag it, so I would use a different color for that. Oh, all right, so I made a mistake, and it's good for you to see what I just did. I accidentally left all of them selected, so I'm going to take those two off. These two I've left yet orange. I'm going to go back and make these red again. So if you're not careful, you will change all of them. So now I have red for those and yellow for those. So pay attention to what you're doing. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing you can do is you can pile your note cards. In that case, you just drag them together. So these two could be the beginning of a pile. As soon as you drag two note cards together, it gives you a pile title option. And here I would say used. I'm going to call this one just mass shootings. And that's all I need to know. So now anytime I want to put a new card in there, that'll work. This is unnecessary, millions. And what you could do is you could go through the rest of your note cards and drag them all together. What'll happen as you do that, it'll also start to create an outline. When you click on detail over here, you'll see your note cards are, the ones that are in piles will show with the note cards you've moved into those underneath. And then you can check and make sure that they all fit and go back and make sure that they make sense in that section. So that's how you make piles and how you tag note cards. You might discover after you finish piling all your note cards is that you need to do a little bit more research, and that's what I just did now. I stopped and did it so you didn't have to watch me do the whole thing, but I found that I had 14 cards that could fit under bans work. I found 9 cards for mass shootings and examples of them being used in mass shootings, but I only had 2. I mean, I only had 5 cards that were showed that they were unnecessary for civilians. So I might want to go back and do a tiny bit more research on that, depending on what the assignment is. So I just wanted to finish up by showing you that. So that's how all your piled note cards might end up looking, and it gives you a good sense of where you might need more information. You might also want to check and make sure they all fit in those categories first. Some of them may need to be moved to other ones. Okay, so that's how you use tools to help you organize note cards.